Imagine walking into a crowded room filled with people talking, laughing, and moving about. And yet somehow one person stands out, not because of what they're wearing or the words they're saying, but because of the energy they carry. There's a calm confidence in the way they move, a spark in their eyes that draws attention without trying, and an effortless charm in the way they connect with others. People find themselves leaning in, listening more closely, laughing at the small jokes, and feeling at ease in their presence. It's magnetic, undeniable, and mysterious all at once. In that moment, you realize attraction isn't about flashy gestures or rehearsed lines. It's about presence, awareness, and energy that resonates deeply with people. As one wise observer once said, the most powerful attraction isn't shown through words, it's felt through energy, confidence, and the quiet understanding of another soul. Welcome to Empowered Heart, where we dive deep into the secrets of attraction and understanding human connections. Today, we're exploring the instant attraction tricks that naturally draw people in. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss insights that can transform your interactions. Confidence is one of the most powerful forces in attraction, and it isn't about being the loudest or the most outgoing in the room. True confidence is quiet, steady, and rooted in self assurance. It shows up in the way someone carries themselves, in the way they move, and in the way they speak. It's the kind of energy that doesn't need to demand attention, but naturally draws it. People instinctively notice when someone believes in themselves, and that belief becomes contagious. Confidence allows someone to remain comfortable in their own skin no matter the situation. It shows in small ways: standing tall, maintaining relaxed posture, speaking clearly, and making direct eye contact. These little details communicate security and stability, and they send a clear signal that someone is in control of themselves. When someone is confident, interactions feel safe, natural, and appealing. Others are drawn to that sense of calm assurance without even realizing why. It's also important to understand that confidence doesn't mean perfection. Mistakes and vulnerabilities don't erase it. In fact, handling challenges gracefully can enhance it. Being comfortable with who someone is, flaws and all, creates a magnetic presence. People are more attracted to authenticity than a forced facade of superiority. Another key element is self reliance. Confidence comes from valuing personal goals, passions, and independence. Someone who is genuinely engaged with their own life brings energy and enthusiasm into interactions. That kind of inner strength shows that they are complete on their own, which paradoxically makes them even more appealing. It's not about showing off achievements or possessions. It's about carrying a sense of purpose and direction that others can sense instinctively. Ultimately, confidence is felt before it's seen. It's the energy in a voice, the steadiness of a gaze, the ease of movement, and the way space is occupied. People pick up on it subconsciously, and it creates an invisible pull. When someone embodies quiet, authentic confidence, attraction becomes almost automatic because it taps into a fundamental human response to strength, security, and self assurance. Emotional awareness is a subtle yet incredibly powerful part of attraction. It's the ability to sense moods, energy, and unspoken feelings in a moment, and to respond in a way that feels natural and understanding. People are instinctively drawn to those who seem to understand them without needing everything spelled out. This isn't about reading minds. It's about paying attention to body language, tone of voice, and the small details that reveal how someone is feeling. When these cues are noticed and respected, it creates an invisible connection that feels genuine and rare. Being emotionally aware allows someone to adjust their behavior in ways that make interactions feel effortless. It's not about manipulation or saying the perfect thing. It's about tuning in and responding authentically. A simple nod, a reassuring smile, or a thoughtful pause can communicate understanding more effectively than words. These subtle gestures make conversations flow naturally and create a sense of being valued and understood. People notice when energy is mirrored, and it fosters comfort and trust almost immediately. This awareness also means being mindful of timing and tone, knowing when to listen, when to joke, and when to give space is all part of reading the emotional climate. Being attuned to these signals allows interactions to feel smooth and engaging instead of forced or awkward. It's the difference between someone who just talks and someone whose presence feels calming, exciting, or stimulating, depending on the moment. Emotional awareness also connects deeply with empathy. When someone responds to subtle cues with genuine care or understanding, it signals emotional intelligence and maturity. This creates a sense of security because it shows the ability to navigate not just words, but feelings and moods with ease. People are naturally attracted to those who make them feel seen, understood, and appreciated without having to demand it. Ultimately, emotional awareness isn't something that can be faked convincingly. It comes from paying attention, being present, and valuing the subtleties in human interaction. When someone embodies this skill, interactions feel effortless, meaningful, and magnetic. It creates a silent connection that draws people in on a level that goes beyond appearances or surface level charm. Playfulness is a key ingredient in creating attraction because it brings energy, curiosity, and excitement into interactions. It isn't about being a comedian or constantly trying to make someone laugh. It's about having a light, easygoing energy that invites enjoyment. A playful attitude sparks interest naturally because it turns ordinary moments into something memorable. People are drawn to those who can make an interaction feel fun, spontaneous, and engaging without trying too hard. Teasing is one of the most effective ways to introduce playfulness. Gentle, clever teasing creates a subtle tension that stimulates curiosity. It's not about being mean or critical. It's about highlighting quirks in a lighthearted way that encourages interaction. When done correctly, teasing shows confidence, humor, and social awareness. It creates a dynamic where engagement feels interactive and enjoyable rather than one sided. The back and forth energy generated through playful exchanges can leave a lasting impression long after the moment has passed. Playfulness also breaks tension and builds comfort. Life is often full of stress, pressure, and serious conversations, and someone who can inject humor and fun offers a welcome contrast. This energy makes others feel relaxed, safe, and open to deeper connection. Laughter, shared jokes, and light-hearted banter generate positive emotions that are strongly associated with attraction. These shared experiences create memories and a sense of closeness that goes beyond physical presence. Another important aspect of playfulness is unpredictability. Subtle surprises, witty remarks, or unexpected gestures stimulate curiosity and attention. When someone is not entirely predictable, but also comfortable and confident, it keeps interactions interesting. People are drawn to novelty and stimulation, and a playful approach naturally provides both. Playfulness works best when it is genuine, Forced humor or trying too hard to entertain can feel inauthentic and off putting. True playfulness comes from enjoying the moment, being present, and allowing energy to flow naturally. When someone embodies this kind of light-hearted confidence, interactions feel effortless, engaging, and magnetic. It creates an invisible pull that draws people closer because it makes every encounter feel alive, memorable, and enjoyable on an instinctive level. Being fully present in a moment is one of the most overlooked yet powerful ways to create attraction. It's not about saying the right things or impressing someone with knowledge. It's about giving genuine attention and showing that the interaction matters. When someone is truly present, it communicates respect, care, and authenticity. People can sense when attention is real, and that subtle feeling creates a connection that goes beyond words. Presence shows up in small, consistent behaviors. Maintaining eye contact, listening without interrupting, and responding thoughtfully all signal that someone is fully engaged. It's about focusing on the moment rather than thinking ahead or getting distracted. Even small gestures like a nod, a smile, or mirroring body language reinforce that attention is genuine. These actions may seem minor, but they create a sense of comfort and understanding that draws people in naturally. Active listening is a core part of being present. It's more than just hearing words. It's about understanding intent, tone, and emotion behind what is being shared. Responding in a way that reflects this understanding shows empathy and depth. When interactions feel meaningful, they leave a lasting impression because it's rare to experience someone who truly listens and values the exchange. Being present also allows someone to adapt naturally to the energy of the moment. Subtle shifts in tone, pace, or body language can be mirrored in a way that makes interactions smooth and effortless. This kind of responsiveness feels intuitive and comforting, creating a sense of harmony. People are instinctively drawn to those who can make them feel understood without forcing anything. Authentic presence creates a sense of intimacy without overstepping boundaries. It shows confidence, emotional intelligence, and reliability. Being grounded in the moment allows interactions to flow naturally, making connections feel effortless and genuine. When someone masters the art of presence, they create a magnetic pull simply through the way they engage with the world and with those around them, leaving others feeling seen, valued, and drawn to them without needing to do anything else. Mystery is one of the most subtle and effective ways to create attraction. It isn't about playing games or hiding things intentionally. It's about allowing curiosity to build naturally by sharing just enough while keeping some aspects open. People are instinctively drawn to what they don't fully understand. Leaving small gaps invites exploration and encourages others to engage more deeply, to learn about someone. This creates a natural pull that feels exciting and intriguing. The power of mystery lies in pacing information. Revealing everything at once can feel overwhelming or mundane, but sharing glimpses gradually sparks curiosity. It's not about being secretive for the sake of it. It's about creating space for interest to grow. When someone shares stories, opinions, or experiences in a measured way, it gives others a reason to pay attention and stay engaged. This slow unveiling builds anticipation and makes interactions feel dynamic and alive. Mystery also ties closely to confidence. Someone who doesn't feel the need to explain every detail or seek validation conveys a sense of self assurance. This energy signals that they are comfortable with themselves, independent, and interesting in a way that can't be rushed or forced. People are naturally attracted to those who have a life and identity that feel rich and layered because it suggests depth and substance beyond surface appearances. Another aspect of mystery is nonverbal cues. Body language, eye contact, and subtle gestures can communicate layers of personality without words. These small signals hint at character, intentions, and emotions in ways that words cannot fully capture. They create an instinctive pull because humans are wired to respond to cues that suggest depth and complexity. Ultimately, mystery enhances the experience of connection. It turns ordinary interactions into something memorable and compelling. When curiosity is engaged, people invest more attention and energy into the interaction, creating a natural sense of attraction. By embracing subtlety, pacing information thoughtfully, and showing depth without oversharing, someone becomes inherently intriguing. Mystery doesn't manipulate, it simply allows interest to grow organically, creating a magnetic presence that draws people in without effort. Subtle physical signals are a silent but powerful way to communicate attraction and interest. It's not about exaggerated gestures or overt actions. It's about the small, natural movements that convey confidence, openness, and engagement. People respond instinctively to these cues, often before any words are spoken. A relaxed posture, a calm demeanor, and purposeful movements all send signals that create an invisible pull, making interactions feel magnetic. Eye contact is one of the most impactful physical signals. A steady, confident gaze communicates attention and interest without needing words. It shows focus and presence, making the interaction feel meaningful. The right balance is key. Too much can feel intense, while too little can seem distant. Subtle glances, combined with a genuine smile, create a sense of connection that draws people in naturally. Posture and body language also play a critical role. Standing or sitting tall, keeping movements open, and avoiding closed off positions signals confidence and receptivity. Leaning slightly forward in conversation conveys engagement, while relaxed gestures show comfort and ease. These small adjustments make interactions feel smooth and approachable, encouraging connection without any effort. Touch, when appropriate and natural, can enhance these signals. Light, casual touches on the arm or shoulder, or mirroring someone's gestures, can create a sense of familiarity and rapport. These actions work because humans are wired to respond to touch and shared energy. And when done subtly, they communicate warmth, trust, and interest. Even voice and tone are part of the body's physical signals. A calm, steady, and slightly varied tone shows confidence and keeps attention. Energy and pacing in speech can mirror emotional cues, creating a sense of harmony and understanding. People often pick up on these subtle vocal patterns instinctively, forming impressions before consciously processing what is said. Ultimately, subtle physical signals work because they communicate attraction and presence on an instinctive level. They complement confidence, emotional awareness, and authenticity, creating a full package that is engaging and magnetic. When someone masters these small, natural cues, interactions feel effortless, compelling, and memorable, leaving a lasting impression without needing to rely on words alone. Attraction is something people feel before they even fully understand it. It isn't just about looks or charm, it's about energy, presence, and the way someone carries themselves. Confidence plays a huge role in this because it signals security and self assurance, which naturally draws others in. When someone is comfortable with themselves and their life, it radiates outward in a way that feels magnetic. People are instinctively drawn to that calm, steady energy because it suggests stability, strength, and authenticity. Emotional awareness is another key piece. Being able to sense moods, understand unspoken cues, and respond appropriately creates a connection that feels effortless. People notice when someone truly listens and adjusts their energy to match the moment. It creates comfort and a subtle sense of being understood, which deepens interest naturally. This doesn't require manipulation, just genuine attention and empathy in every interaction. Playfulness is a surprisingly effective tool in creating attraction. Light teasing, clever humor, and small moments of fun make interactions enjoyable and memorable. Playfulness brings excitement into the conversation and creates an emotional spark that people remember long after the interaction ends. It shows confidence and social awareness while keeping the energy light and engaging. Being fully present is equally important. When someone focuses completely on the moment, giving their attention without distraction, it creates a rare sense of connection. People feel valued and understood, which builds trust and rapport instantly. Presence also allows for subtle responses to energy, making interactions feel smooth and natural. Mystery enhances attraction because humans are naturally curious. Sharing glimpses while leaving some things unsaid sparks intrigue and encourages others to want to know more. It isn't about hiding or playing games. It's about pacing information thoughtfully and creating a sense of depth. Subtle physical signals like confident posture, eye contact, and slight gestures communicate attraction on a subconscious level. These small cues create a magnetic presence without any words, tapping into instinctive human responses. All of these elements combined create an invisible pull. Attraction becomes effortless when confidence, awareness, playfulness, presence, intrigue, and subtle signals work together. It's about being genuine, engaging, and naturally magnetic, which makes interactions feel exciting, meaningful, and unforgettable. In the end, attraction isn't about tricks, lines, or forcing a connection. It's about embodying qualities that naturally draw people in, confidence that radiates without effort, emotional awareness that creates understanding, and a playful energy that makes every interaction enjoyable. Being fully present in the moment, maintaining a sense of mystery, and using subtle physical signals all work together to create a magnetic presence that feels effortless and genuine. When these elements come together, interactions transform from ordinary exchanges into moments that feel meaningful, engaging, and memorable. People respond instinctively to authenticity, curiosity, and energy that is confident yet approachable. It's not about manipulation. It's about aligning behavior, mindset, and presence in ways that naturally spark interest and connection. Ultimately, attraction is an invisible pull created by who someone is and how they carry themselves. By focusing on these core qualities, confidence, awareness, playfulness, presence, intrigue, and subtle signals, it becomes possible to create interactions that are not only compelling, but also leave a lasting impression. This approach makes connections feel effortless, enjoyable, and magnetic because it taps into human instincts in a natural and authentic way. If you found this insight helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more from Empowered Heart. And drop the word magnet in the comments to show your energy and let me know you loved this video.